just out here to, to bring awareness to the fact that the Democratic Party has really gone, to the dogs. It's been taken over by extreme leftists, which really don't represent the values of Nevadans. We want them to be aware that, hey, the values that Nevadans hold, we believe in freedom, we believe in low taxation, we don't like government regulation. Everything that the Democratic Party stands for and wants to impose upon us, we're against.
But national Democratic leadership say otherwise.
The future of the Democratic Party lies in the West.
8 Democratic presidential hopefuls appeared in Carson City Wednesday. The candidates arrived to court Nevada voters before the 2008 Nevada caucus, an important step in selecting the final presidential contender.
But it's great to be here in Nevada because this is going to be the beginning of a whole new approach to campaigning in America, because straight from the shoulder, right on that stage, you watch it. Thank you, Congressman.
Well, I think Governor Richardson has the best resume of any of the presidential candidates right now. He's got a lot of experience, and we could use it right now.
Great.
Well, Richardson just has to get his resume out there published. When he gets some press time, I think people are going to do their research and find out that he's got an impressive resume.
In the forum discussion with George Stephanopoulos, candidates focused on a number of issues.
There's a sense of urgency in our country that I think we all feel, that our nation is heading in the wrong direction both at home and abroad. We want a better sense of direction. We want clarity. We can't survive as a nation 51-49. We've got to come together as a party first and then as a nation.
I don't think the solution of the Democratic Party should always be to either spend more or tax more. I believe if we have partnerships between hospitals, between communities, between the state, the federal government, and you give flexibility to the states, we can have universal health care. If we want to control health care costs, we have to change the system. We have to incorporate wellness at every level, from the moment a child is born, encouraging parents to make sure that they meet their nutritional needs of their children.
I'm not much of a cheerleader, and so I'd rather be dealing with some sober statements. And that is, I'm not entirely convinced that the Democrats can get the next presidency of the United States. And I'll tell you why. Because that's going to be determined by and large by the American people over the next 2 years as to how the Democratic candidates conduct themselves with respect to the Iraq War.
And Iraq is critically important. Look, folks, you can't get to the point where we deal with these other problems unless you deal with Iraq. It affects every other aspect of our foreign policy, George. And look, people say, well, just get out. Everybody wants to get out. Everybody wants out. No one faster than I want to get out. But ladies and gentlemen, if that civil war metastasizes into a regional war, we're going to be sending your grandchildren back. We're going to be sending your grandchildren back to deal with Iran. You're going to be sending our grandchildren back to deal with a mess that we leave behind. There's a way to do this the right way, George. And everybody talks about in both parties, there's only a political solution. Yet not one person but me has offered a specific political solution for inside Iraq.
The Western region is going through a realignment. Democrats have an opportunity to harness this trend and take us to the White House.